About 11 years ago I had a diagnosis of cancer, and I was told that I really only had 6 months to live.
About 20 years ago I was really overweight and in bad health. To run properly I had to give up smoking and drinking and a few other things.
We're running around Australia a marathon a day for 365 days.
So well, I guess we're heading up here, except we do want to go to this fruit farm, don't we?
Oh yes, but we can just go off the main road. By doing what we're doing, we're showing by example what's possible at, especially at our age. We're both in our 60s, so it's never too late, and you can make these changes and make a difference. Yesterday we broke our own personal record of long distance running and consecutive marathons. So we ran 51 marathons yesterday. It was our 51st marathon. And before that, we had run 50 marathons in 50 days. And also the distance, we had done 2,182 kilometres, and yesterday we did 2,187. We only raw plant-based foods, and thinking consciously about all the other choices you make in life.
Most of our diet is fruit, and in a typical day we might eat 10 or 12 bananas, maybe a pineapple or two, half a dozen mangoes. So in other words, lots of fruit, but we have some greens as well, and we always finish our day with a big green salad.
We're the first raw vegan couple to have ever attempted anything like this as well. So once it's done, that will be the record. We'll set the record. Also the oldest. So I'll be the oldest woman to have ever run around Australia. The fruits and vegetables is where we get our energy from. The ultimate question, where do you get your protein? We get our protein the same place that the cows do. We get the protein from the greens, and that's where the most bioavailable protein is. When you're eating greens, you get all the amino acids that you need, and that's the proteins. And so it's not necessary to get it from anywhere else, because especially from animal products, because then the body has to deal with that. It's a good way to get more greens than you would normally eat, because we put enough silver beet in there that most people wouldn't even eat in one sitting. So for us, the greens is the way to get the proteins, all the minerals, nutrients like that, because it's immediately available to us. We've run the length of New Zealand before, so we did that to bring awareness for other people people with disabilities, and here it's really just the inspiration's been that we've made a lot of changes through different choices that we've made, and wanting to share that with others and showing people how it can make a huge difference for their own health and the health of others. We've got two crew members. We've got 2 vehicles, so one vehicle's towing a caravan. So we've got basically there's 2 people driving, and they're also pretty much doing everything else. We're doing the running and they do everything else, so they're preparing the food and buying the food and pushing us out the door and that sort of thing, so it's great. We do encounter a lot of people who, their response to what we're doing is that, oh, you must be crazy, or that, how is it possible that you can do that? But the majority of people are inspired by what we're doing, and with that, they want to know how it's possible with what we're doing, and as well as running around as an example to inspire people to think more consciously. We've also got 4 charities that we're raising awareness and funds for. We do have a donation portal through our website. We started January the 1st in Melbourne, and we've come we've come all up the east coast, and took a detour into Canberra on the way, and then through Sydney, and we're heading up to Brisbane. We'll be in Brisbane on Sunday. Your body is capable of taking care of you completely, so long as you give it the right, the right tools to do so. So it just makes sense, and intuitively that if you go on a natural course, then it will take care of you.